That's what's up.
Oh, those look good.
So these hats are awesome.
Fishing Maniacs. Welcome back.
Those are nice. I gotta get me one of those.
Got the boys with us. Hudson Valley fam in the building.
What's going on?
Yo.
This is Alex up top with me. Well, there we go. Our boy Alex. Y'all know who this guy is down here. He's a familiar face. Hanging out with the boys tonight. We got some.
That's what happens when you're up top.
We got what? Some good news, bad news, more bad news.
I wouldn't call it bad news.
Situations, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll just say I think there might be a lot of frustrations and some language coming out tonight, so we'll throw that out there now.
Yeah.
A lot of frustration. Disclaimer.
Yeah, I text Jermaine. I was like, "Listen, what are the rules?" Because there were some colorful words.
Yeah, we want the juice.
Remember, hold on. There will be. Should I put 18 plus? Make this like a real. I'm making a little.
Beware of profanity.
There we go. Did I spell that right? Nope. Profanity. I don't know. If I can't spell, I can spell.
It's all right.
And
it's called vulgar.
There we go. You like that?
Listen, if there's some kid that's up past 9:30 on school night, God bless him.
Yeah, it's not my fault. That's that's parenting. It's all parenting. That's all I'm gonna say. I believe.
Listen, having a high school kid, they hear much worse than
that's
probably gonna say.
There can't be a single kid in this world that hasn't heard some kind of profanity,
right?
Whether in school, at home.
Let me give you a quick story. I was on the phone with Ralph before. Anyway, we were talking about how kids these days can say things out of context. Well, I'm sorry, they say things, but the world, the society takes them out of context. So Ralph passed a giant wooden 6-foot colorful rooster, for example. And he told his 8-year-old, wow, that's a big cock. Right? So, but society takes it out of context. It is. Yeah. So then my girlfriend goes, well, what does that mean out of context when your 4-year-old calls you a motherfucker? And so Ralph goes, that means he loves you.
Jesus.
So
that's like,
jeez.
That's like my 3-year-old. Sometimes he'll walk around and be like, Dad, you're a bitch. Like, no. So now we just he's only allowed to call his godfather a bitch.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway, I'm not even going to start with that one.
These days, kids say the darndest things, but there we go. We got the gang out here tonight. Appreciate everyone popping out. I think we're going to get right into the juice here. Do I go with my story first, or do you want to go first?
So how about we do this? Why don't we do a quick Lily recap real quick?
Okay. I can you do.
We can do a quick.
I got to start then, because that's my recap.
Well, your recap starts the whole thing, but let me give I'm not going to go through the full results. Long story short, Lily was fishing really well all week. Cold front came through. I mean, it poured on us. What did Kyle say to me? I look like a freaking blueberry with my poncho at the ramp.
Blue.
I'm wearing a blue poncho. It's downpouring. I'm loading my gear up. These guys got their rain gear on. I said, you know what? I'm wearing my poncho. I'm going to get wet, loading my gear on. So when it's time to sit on my kayak, I'm going to put my rain gear on, and I'm going to be nice and dry. Long story short, it worked, but then the rain stopped as soon as we sat down, so go figure.
Yeah.
Anyway, fishing was good all week. Cold front, I mean, it poured. Dude, on my way there, I had to drop to 45, 50 miles an hour on 684. A 3-lane highway, I had to slow down. Monsooning at 4 or 5 in the morning on the way there. Yeah, I mean, we all caught fish. I caught plenty of fish. Everyone caught fish for the most part, I believe. My size shrunk. I can't do anything about that. There was a lot of calls late in the day. Kyle called late in the day. I'll tell that story after Jermaine tells his. Angler fell off the kayak. This is not Alex. Fell off the boat
I was there.
while setting the hook on a fish, and I'll explain that after.
I was there.
And then Ralph landed, I think, like a 21 and change in the last 30, 40 minutes out of nowhere, jumped like 9 inches. I mean, absolute tank. He's got 4 over 21 this month alone, I believe.
Yeah. Ralph's doing his thing right now.
Yeah, he is. So
that's awesome.
Fishing was okay. It was decent. Lily's tough. I know today the winning bag, they had a kayak tournament today there. The winning bag was 95.5.
Okay. So
there were like 3 tournaments back to back, right? Because I think there was one on Sunday too.
And I'm sorry, this was yesterday. I'm sorry, not today. Yesterday. 95.5 was the winner. To find out, they were on beds. They found a 20, 30-yard stretch of where they were, the smallmouth were actually bedding already.
You know, I'd like to rewind back a couple months because Rich was like, our first event's going to be on Lily, and guess what? They're not going to be on beds.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Probably did. Well, they're on beds as of yesterday, so I'm sure there was some on beds on Saturday too. Yeah, they're bedding. There was water temps already in 60, 61 degrees there, though, too. So Lily spawns at least 1.5, 2 weeks before every lake.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Cold winter. We had a super cold winter here, a lot colder than usual. Based on all that information, they're probably right on par where they should be. Otherwise, they probably would have been spawning a week or 2 ago already. So, but we'll leave it here that I got a phone call from another angler who is standing next to Jermaine. Yeah, Jay, what happened?
Nice and early. So, I should actually like this. I'm actually glad it's here. So, you ready? Here we go. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe this. So,
That's a nice, pretty new phone you got.
Yeah, I know, right? It's brand new.
Is that a tether?
Fish, yeah. So my first fish of the day. I'm gonna show it because if I don't show it, I don't think anybody will believe me. So okay, there you go. Perfect. See that right there. So I catch a 16 and a half. And I'm like, oh wow, I actually caught a fish within the first hour of the tournament. My confidence meter just jumped through the roof, and it's a good one. Let me get it on the damn board. Let me take a picture. So I go to take the picture, and the wire's in the way. So I went like this. And I go to take the picture, and I ninja fucked myself.
I was waiting for the word he was giving you.
I literally, y'all, I have no idea what I was doing. Like my left hand, I just went like that. And I just punched my phone into the lake. Bloop! And I was like, oh! Bugged out. Everybody
Wait, but why?
Nico later in the day. Nico was like, yo, is that you? I was like, yep. He was like, you dropped your phone, didn't you? I was like, yep. And I just started a couple F-bombs real loud. I think I slammed my my sunflower seeds. But yeah, so that's how my day started. And then I was about 30, 35 feet of water.
Yeah, phone's gone.
Yeah.
That's tough.
And so I had my Apple Watch on. So my old phone, the back was absolutely destroyed. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Be smart. Use your watch. Send a text to your girl now so she knows. So I was like, I click on my watch. I click text Tara.
So wait. I wonder if your phone would work being 35 feet down with the Bluetooth to your watch.
It works like in the bedroom. Like I'll be playing. Okay, so if I'm playing basketball, how long is a court? Because like if I'm in a gym, my phone will ring anywhere in the gym. I think that's 30 feet.
40 yards, 30 yards, something like that.
It's got to be pretty deep. So I'm like, oh, let me just use my watch. I go to use my watch. I hit the button. Go to my girl's thing. I say, hey, my phone just fell to the bottom of the lake. The text didn't even go through. So I was like, oh, my phone stopped.
So you don't have the satellite when you get the Bluetooth one?
No, you got to pay for the service. I just have the watch.
Oh, because my brother did it. Remember when his accident happened, the bike accident? he was in the helicopter and made a phone call from his watch.
Yeah, you got to pay like an extra $20-$30 for your watch.
Yeah,
okay.
You don't even need your phone next to you. I think you can leave it at home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like another version of your phone.
Yeah.
You have a completely different service on there, but yeah, it was. So now, hold on. What did I do with it? I have the other one. Okay, I think this is the Yak Attack one, and I put it on my girl's phone earlier, and I'm pretty sure this one doesn't block the camera if you put it on right.
Well, I'm reading the comments. I actually don't use the tether at all.
See, look.
I don't.
So now I'm good. So I'm just gonna use this one.
Oh, yeah.
And here we go. Ready? Lesson
Also,
learned.
I think, also, you know what you can do? Everyone on their phone, I can't use my phone because my phone's here. So, like my phone case, for example, where the bottom where the plug-in is this little hole that you run a little lanyard through. Put a boat floating keychain or something on it, too, if you don't want to tether it.
I know. I'm going to do that, too. Honestly, I was going to spend like, I think my boy looked it up. It was like $13, $14, and you can just buy a floating phone case.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
When I get
now they
floating phone case on.
Now they have the pop sockets where like if you throw it in the water,
it'll float.
The pop socket, it becomes like this. It's kind of like the
Is that built into the phone, or is that like what's that company that does it with the rod? The rod floats. Who does the rod?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Because I got
who does the butt floats for the rods? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Savior Outdoor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah,
it's like cotton that expands, so if your rod sinks, this little tab floats up like 50, 60 feet. And you can actually grab the tab like a bobber and pull your rod back up. I wonder if they do it for phones.
I still can't believe that. But now I'm probably going to use that tether. And honestly, I just might, the worst part about it is I have the Yak Attack phone holder. I won it when I went down to Alabama. So I should have just used that and just had my phone over there, like not even on my person, and just have that. And then you can attach that phone holder tether to the thing. So it's like I can just put my phone over there and I can just leave it alone. But it's all right.
I lost my phone 3 years ago in Rockland Lake, 2 feet of water, scooped it back up before they were waterproof, actually probably 5, 6 years ago. Scooped it out of the mud, was able to put it in rice, transfer all my stuff to a new phone, and my dumbass still hasn't tethered my phone, nor do I.
So you know what's crazy? This is the thing I think that is absolutely nuts. Everything. No phone, no nothing, just Apple Cloud. Everything. Like my background's the same.
Android does the same thing. It's called Smart Switch.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like
it brings back your phone conversations, your text messages, everything.
Mm-hmm. Even everything. Like downloaded files. Like
I
updated my resume like a couple days ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it's gone. There's
dude, to a T.
There. I'm like, yo.
Apple does the cloud and Android does Smart Switch.
So literally,
but they also have the Android also has the backup cloud. Also, they just use Google. Same thing.
Remember, you had to go through your carrier just for them to do all that?
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, no, you don't even do it now. You just go to it was like phonereplacement.com.
Yeah. Jermaine hasn't had a new phone in a while, so he's learned it.
Yeah, signed in with my Verizon account, and they were like, "Okay, pay." I paid the deductible. They were like, "Yeah, be there Monday."
I gotta put you on.
I get a phone plan. I get a phone plan that I switch. I get a brand new phone every single year. The upgraded phone. So I'm used to it.
I got the same thing, but you got to pay for it, and your bill keeps going up.
Oh no, mine's free.
Oh well, my bill kept going up when I was
military. We do the military stuff, so maybe that's like a deal. I don't
know.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, here let's tell them about what happened to Kyle.
Oh
yeah, what happened to him?
So I'll tell my side. I'll let Jermaine interject. Jesus. I'm literally across from Palm Brook boat launch, straight across on the other shoreline. I hear yelling, screaming, fuck this, fuck me, fuck me. I don't know what's going on. I thought he was fighting with a bass boat guy. I mean, loud and clear as day. And then I see Jermaine coming this way, another kayak coming this way, verging on him. I'm like, is he fighting with? I literally thought he was fighting with somebody. I was about to motor over there. And then I hear him yell, fuck yeah, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? To find out, he's got my old PA-12. The Hobie PA-12. Let's
Yeah,
just leave it
terrible.
at that.
This is terrible. He shouldn't have.
Apparently, he got a bird's nest. He cast it out, got a bird's nest. He's getting his bird's nest down. When not, I guess he didn't realize that a fish took off on his bait the other direction while it was sitting there. He sets the hook, I guess, opposite of his body, something funky, as he was standing up. Well, when he set the hook, he went up to the other side of the kayak in
Yeah,
like 10 feet of water.
Damn.
yeah. So Kyle, I
He
turned
went
around.
off backwards. Here's the kicker. The screaming I heard was him fighting the fish while floating in the water with his PFD, trying to get to
Yeah.
the shoreline, hold on to his kayak, get to shore while fighting the fish.
This guy's literally like
Damn.
in the water. He's got his rod. So he dropped his X Pride in the water too. Got his X Pride back. He's fighting the fish, kicking, holding his kayak
He said he was frog kicking his legs while holding the
in the water. Like, I'm like, dude. So I turn around. First off, he just started like, he was fine. I literally just pulled
He was
off.
laughing.
I just pulled off him, and he's like, and then I turn around, I hear screaming. I'm like, yo. And it's crazy because I turn around, I look, and I'm like, yo, where's Kyle? He's not on his kayak. What the hell's going on? I just see him start splashing. This guy's on the front of it. He's holding on to the front of his kayak. He's got his rod up in the air, and he's like letting go, like throwing both arms up. I'm like, holy sh! I get over there. So now I get over there. Then he like throws his legs on my kayak, and it's like, he's like, Jermaine, pedal like your ass depends on it. So I'm like, all right, I just got to get to the back to where you could stand up.
He's probably in 15 feet of water, I'd say, right?
Yeah, no, maybe. I mean, 15 to 20, because Lily gets steep quick.
Yeah, he was off that dock.
Yeah. So I get him in. Whole time I'm getting him in, he's like, yo, I think I still got a fish on. I think I still got a fish on. He throws his rod in the yak.
He pulls a fish.
Yeah. Like,
screaming, bro.
Went Ike.
Screaming across the lake.
Crazy, damn near went Ike. Yo. I was like, yo, that. I was like, you know what? Now, at least you got a good story, dude. At least you got a good story. You caught the day.
Listen, all reality, he did have his life jacket on, fully zipped. He rolled off the kayak, didn't pull it with him and flip it, so he just rolled off. Well, set the hook and fell off of it.
Going,
off a PA-12, no less, of all kayaks. Probably the widest one there is, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then after that, it was only like an hour and 20 minutes. He was honestly, we were next to the ramp where he was. He was close. Wasn't really far offshore. He was probably 10 yards, 15 yards off a dock. So he was right there. But he laughed about it for the next 20 minutes. So he was safe. He was fine. He wasn't hurt. Didn't lose any. He lost like 4 cigarettes in his pack of cigarettes, and that was in his vape. That's all he lost.
And then he had
out of all that, that's all he lost. And he caught a fish.
And came in second.
With that fish.
That's crazy.
There he is.
That's probably something that I'll remember forever because I heard the screaming. I thought he was fighting with somebody. Dude, I'm telling you, it was the echo through that little valley there. I mean, it was clear as day.
I turned around for that. I was right there. I was like 20, 30 yards from it.
He was stunned. Yeah, when he fell in, he probably went head under. And again, you felt the water temps. Obviously, we'll talk about it in a second, but it's fucking cold, dude.
Yeah.
It's
not that
Lily was fucking cold.
And he was probably in 8 to 9 degrees warmer than you were based on the whole week.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact.
Damn.
That's a fact. But I guess
all that to come in second place, that's worth it, I guess.
Well, then he stayed in the same spot for the next hour and caught another 17. So good for him.
Yeah, he just said that. Yeah, 17.
Yeah, more power to him. The guy sat there. Honestly, leaving the ramp, when you actually get to the main lake of Lily, he was probably. I mean, I'm not even gonna say because I don't want to spot burn, but he was close.
Yeah,
he was close. He could have probably sat there all day and caught fish. I'm 7 miles down this way. This guy's 15 miles that way. This guy's sitting by the ramp.
I actually went pretty deep too. Surprised. Pedal drive is a game changer. That's what I've truly learned.
What? Hold on. You got a pedal drive?
I'm using Nico's. Yeah.
Hey, it works, right?
Yeah. Nico's been holding me.
Good.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, no, I bet.
So here's the other kicker. I push over. There's the last, I think, 45, 50 minutes. I push over. I'm talking to Kyle, hanging out with Kyle. I caught like a 13 and a half right there. I'm behind Jermaine. I don't know if he knows it's me. I mean, you can't miss his big ass on the kayak. The guy's 6'5" something. You can't really miss him.
Why you gotta bring this up?
He's just sitting there. I'm letting him. He's fishing. He was technically there first, so he's staying in front of me. I'm staying behind him. I'm like, let me pick apart behind him. I hear fuck. I hear screaming, yelling, some shit. I heard some few choice words that I'm not going to repeat on here. And I'm just like, I'm not even going to ask because I know what just happened. I'm not even going to ask. This guy hooked into a fish, a good one, lost it, popped off, and he was pissed.
I'm not going to say any size because it was only but 2 seconds, but it loaded up.
It was a 5-pounder, right?
It loaded up nice. That's all I'll say. It was a medium
He was
rod.
not happy.
It could have been anything from a 15 to beyond, but it just loaded up nice. And after a long day of losing my phone, catching 2 fish, losing 2 fish, and it felt
that's a tough day. I
Yeah.
give it to you for just sticking out. You lose your phone in the beginning of the day, and you stood there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a GoPro. I gotta take care of that. Remind me after this, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm not chasing you down. I ain't worried about it. But I just used my GoPro. So get my little. I ended up with 26 inches. But 16 and a 10. So, but it was. That's one.
I probably went to the.
It was. It just loaded up. I'm not saying it was anything. It just loaded up, and I felt it. And the only thing that's a lot, the shit that pisses me off is, and I think everyone knows, when you're playing with tackle, you're just in the tackle shop like I am right now. You just mess around with stuff. You even look at a jerkbait wrong.
It
jumps at you. I've gotten them in my hair. I've gotten them in my sweats. And I'm not even doing anything about fishing stuff. I'm just talking to my girl. I go, "Oh, babe, you see right there? That's my favorite." Ow! What just happened? And I get hit by a jerkbait hook. A fish in the water though, and a Mega Bass Vision 110 on top of that.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy? So twice, my 2 good fish, they were probably 16 to 18s. I watched 2 of them at my kayak. I'm talking a foot and a half from my kayak. I watched one specifically. Smacked the jerkbait dead center. Paused at my kayak. Whacked it. Turned the bait. Flopped it in a second and dove back down. How it didn't get stuck is beyond me. I physically watched it with my own eyes. Literally from here to my foot. Smacked the dead center of the bait.
He said, "Yo, let these dudes know I'm coming." Sean's a little.
Who's that?
That's my boy Sean.
HVKBF?
Yeah, he's gonna join.
Yeah, they all say that. We'll see. I'm not the one you gotta watch out for. You gotta watch out for Nico, Kyle.
Yeah.
Alf. I mean, the list goes on, dude, bro. The list goes on in this club. I'm telling you right now, in this club, I don't sleep on anybody. I got my ass kicked last event. That ain't happening again because you know why? Finesse fishing's over, fellas. It's power time, baby. It's grass time.
He's going right to grass.
Finish and shove it.
I might not be the I gotta.
Dude, my arm still hurts from last Saturday.
Actually, no, I think I could. I mean, we'll see. I
got jerkbait.
Next one.
Oh, I threw a jerkbait for freaking 9 hours.
Yeah, it was bad. It was crazy.
Damn, that's nothing for Nico.
I was catching fish though. That's the problem. I was catching fish. I just couldn't get the size.
Sean said, "I can show you better than I can tell you." Sean can fish. He's from Texas.
Oh,
Sean's from Texas.
Well, so here, let's do this.
He's all about that grass.
I was coming up the shoreline, Alex, which we'll get into your story in a minute, where you flipped. So Kyle put an orange or something like thing in the water on the tree, about 50 yards before it. I saw your line. I see your line. There's a purple drop shot minnow or some shit on it. sitting in the tree. I see your little silver tungsten or whatever the hell it is, weight cylinder, not cylinder, teardrop.
I'm surprised
It's sitting
nobody's
there.
like mess with it.
Nope. And your line, even on the water level and below the water level, because you can see quite a bit of lily when the sun's out.
Yeah.
It's already covered in moss. It's already got that slime on it, but the water level down.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny when I was on my way back. Man, I can't get my hands on that color.
This is what Nico was throwing. I'm ratting him out. Hold on. How do I make myself? There we go.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
It's got like the pink hue to it. My lighting's not.
Yeah, I have it. That's what I was throwing. I was throwing that and French Pearl, and then IU.
Yeah, I threw.
Actually, you know what else crazy? My 216s and my 17, it came pretty quickly. What color was that?
You know what?
Oh, match. I bought it from Bounty Hunters. I was Matt Shad in the Mega Bass. You know what happened, right? I wasn't paying attention. I fucking launched into a tree.
No.
Damn.
Yes, swear to God. About an hour and a half, 2 hours in, and it was not coming back. I mean, I just wasn't paying attention. Launched it right into a tree into Lily. And actually, I'll tell you where it is. If anybody can go get a 20-foot ladder, you can have that bait. It's brand new, sitting in the tree branch right now.
Damn.
I'll show you where it is.
I caught mine on the Zoom Verno. I think this is it.
Matt Shad was killing it for me, and I lost. That's the only one I had.
I want my hair to go. But
you weren't lying. You get them stuck in your hair.
Mine came on a Zoom Verno, and then I took it off and stopped fishing it.
Oh, that the Zoom Verno has a flash boost, right?
Flash boost, yeah. It's dumb.
Nice.
So, Alex, what day did you go out fishing? I want to hear about this now. I mean,
yeah,
I know. Let's go here. I know more than most people on Facebook. So, guys, let me explain this to you real quick. We're going to tell Alex's story real here. I know a lot more than most people who just heard about it, even in the club wise. I want you guys to understand something. There's a lot of information that was not released due to the authorities were handling it. Things were going on the outside / inside that it's no different than a car wreck. Treat this as like a car crash. If somebody has a car crash and somebody gets injured, I literally had it in my family, a family friend that they got killed. This guy was caught at a chop shop a week and a half later, painting his car and everything. Literally painting his car, new color, new everything.
Yeah.
There's certain information when it comes to law enforcement stuff that will not be released to the public because you don't want that person to understand or know that, hey, we're actually looking at you.
Yeah.
So they can go make adjustments.
Exactly.
To change things to make it. So there's reasons why we didn't post all that. I'll let Alex talk about it, then I'll get into details after about what we do know, what we don't know. Another thing I want to say, and this comes from the bottom of my heart, the amount of support from the bass boat guys, from John boats, from kayak people from all over the country, especially New York, Connecticut, has been astonishing. Bass Nation, Bass Masters, New York, Connecticut, tournament directors have been reaching out to me. Phone numbers I don't even know. The amount of support from bounty hunters and Devin over there and all these guides out there in Connecticut have been through the roof. Bass boat guys, bass boat tournament directors, bass boat tournament anglers. It's pretty crazy to see how the communities came together. No matter what you float on.
Yeah,
what
I had a guy.
Caught.
I had a guy message me. He thought it was one of his old friends, and he was ready to just rat him out.
That's what I'm saying. These guys are ready to talk about. Hey, I had a message. I know a guy who does that all the time on that lake. I think it's him. Or I know, hey, this guy's known for this. Sending us pictures of boats and pictures of them and their names. So for everyone listening and watching, thank you. Thank you so much for trying to be involved, trying to catch this asshole, because one day it might be you, it might be your family member, it might be your children, and God, and I hope to God that's not the case. because we're all anglers at the end of the day. We're all here for the same reason, to do the same thing, the same sport, and the same fucking hobby.
Yep. And that's the post that I posted, and that's the shit that blows my mind, is like, how are you going to do that to somebody that's out on the water enjoying the same shit that you enjoy? Like, that shit makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's money.
Absolutely.
I don't give a I don't give a fuck what you're floating in. I don't care. I don't care if it's $20 or $5,000.
But you're right.
You don't go after somebody's life for that.
This shit costs more money, but that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Somebody else is out doing.
You're fishing.
Yeah, that's it. We're enjoying the same hobby. We're enjoying the same hobby.
Dude, Alex, what do you got? You got 3 kids? Are they all under like 9, 10 years old?
Yeah.
4. I got 4
kids. What's your oldest?
Dude, that's the first
thing. You got 4 fucking kids, all 10 years and under. Really, bro?
That's the first.
Oh my god.
My girl. I was freaking.
Well, I really Jermaine called me ready to fight somebody.
Yo.
Jermaine was ready to go to jail. Jermaine was ready to go to jail.
Like, that's
he still is.
I'm in my living room. I'm walking back and forth. I'm like, yo, my man's got 4 kids, yo. He got 4 kids. I was bugging out. I'm like, that.
I was just happy to make it back.
The whole club. I mean, I can name 40 people right now that hit me up that was ready to go fight for you in this club. Everybody was pissed. Everyone outside this club and KBF and wherever club, Bass Boat Nation guys, bass boat guys that I fish with, that I do tournaments with on the bass boats, were hitting me up pissed off.
It's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. It's a bad look for them. And that's why they're hollering, because they know, they're like, yo, we're not like that. And I'm not saying they're all boaters are like that. I know they're not like that.
It doesn't reflect bass boaters. It does not. It's one asshole.
This is one asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I will say, there was a couple posts I saw on different forums saying, "Oh, this is why I hate bass boaters. This is why the fucking bass boaters are assholes." No, guys, it's not.
So Rich, we gotta take a quick pause. We gotta give Alex the mic. What happened?
Yeah, sorry, we're heated. See, we're fucking heated already.
Emotions are flying. Alex,
just going right down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, one mic. Go ahead, dude.
All right.
It's all you.
No.
So Wednesday, I get out on the water probably early. Let's say 8, 9 o'clock. I spoke to Rich the day before. He told me, or I told him I wasn't fishing the.
I apologize for sending you there. I'm telling you right now, I feel so bad.
No, it's fine. I was going there regardless. I spoke to him the night before. I told him, like, listen, I'm not fishing the event. But what's the juice? So he told me everything. He told me it was a jerk bait and a blade bait bite. So I said, all right. I still brought out my 8 rods and reels. I get on the water. I see these 2 guys fishing from like a bass boat. And I figured, all right, there might be a tournament, there might not. I had my chesty on, my GoPro, and my rear view. I start fishing maybe halfway down from on.
Alex, your mic's coming in and out, or is it just?
It's a little, it was getting a little choppy. Usually came back up.
All right, this better?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, your mic's staticky.
Oh, all right. I'll stop moving.
Yeah, you're good now.
All right. So I start fishing from Pondbrook. I get maybe halfway through. I said, all right, let me just go straight to the one point that I want to fish. So I get there, nothing's hitting. Another 2 hours go in, still nothing. So I cut the GoPros off. I put my chesty in the black pack. I turn off the rear view, and I'm fishing for probably another 4 or 5 hours. I cross the lake, and I'm on the phone with my wife, and I was like, I'm really not getting any bites. I caught a pike or a pickerel when I was on the phone with her. Caught a rock bass, and then I tell her, all right, I'm starting to head in. And this is around 3:10ish, 3:15. So now I'm at this. It's like a bend where the one river meets Lillinonah. What's that river called?
Oh, I'm not.
Just Sheepog River.
All right. So I'm at this little bend.
You where the other rivers meet, Sheepog.
Yeah. So I'm at this little bend. I see these two laydowns right after I get off the phone. I hang up with her. I was like, all right, let me throw a jig in here. Threw a jig. I got a little nibble. I was all right. Let me throw a drop shot. So I probably fish for maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and I see this boat like 100 yards away from me. So to myself, I'm thinking, all right, once I get like 50 yards away from this guy, I'll stop because I know how these basketball guys are. I know how I am. Like if I'm fishing for money, try to stay far away from me. So I get 50 yards away from this guy, and I'm reeling my line in, and I hear him say something. So, all right. And now I'm hung up in a tree. It's like, great. So I start pedaling towards the tree. He's like, what? You don't see I'm fishing over here? It's like, I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to reel myself in now. I'm just hung up. He's like, you know what? Fuck you. Like you don't see I'm trying to fish my fucking spot. Blah blah blah. All right, whatever. So I'm sitting there. I'm still trying to get out of the tree. And he says to me, you know what? You want to know what's fucking funny? Watch this. So immediately I knew. I was like, all right, he's going to try something stupid. Put my rod right in front of me, and I start pedaling. He continues to do one circle around me, starts getting all these wakes around me. He does another one, and now I'm starting to get off balance. So I start trying to go towards shore. And the third one knocks me right off the boat. I lost my phone.
Wait, how far offshore were you? 30 yards, 20 yards?
I was probably 30 to 40 yards away.
Rich, I got it for the record. So which I got. Don't worry, I'm pulling it up right now just so people can get.
So cross wake bouncing off the shoreline, which reverses back into you, causes
I can share
a
my
fucking
screen,
nightmare.
and I can pull it up on Google Earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm pulling up Navionics.
I had 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts hitting me, going in the opposite direction of where I'm trying to go. So when I fall off, my first thought was like, holy shit, I just lost everything. I lost a Trico rod. I lost the new one of the new Abu Garcia rod reels that I just won from Tackle Warehouse. I lost everything. My black pack, all my plano boxes, my GoPros, my wallet, my phone, everything. And I see my plastics floating. I see my cooler floating. So I grab into my kayak. I start swimming towards it. It's still going downstream. I finally get to my plastics. I grab those. Try to flip over the boat, but I can't. So I put the plastics.
So your boat was completely capsized, like
it was
face
completely
down.
capsized, face down.
What kind of boat do you have, just for reference?
I have a not many guys probably know about it, but it's a Hoodoo 120 or Tempest 120P. They're a small company out of Texas. Great kayaks though, in my opinion. So I capsized. Its kayak is still upside down. I had taken my graph off because my battery died earlier in the day, so I put in my front hatch. And that's where like all the water was going in. So my pedal drive, thank God, was still on. Again, I lost my phone, one piece of my headphones, my wallet, my black pack, all the rods that I had on my side stage, all the rods that I had on my black pack, everything. The only thing that I came out with were my keys to the car,
Thank God.
my headphone case, and my hat, and my sunglasses. Once I got my cooler and I got my soft plastics, I swam over to the rocks that were on the shore. They were like chunk rocks. I try to flip it over. I slip. I fall. All right, let me try it again. Try to flip it over. Slip. Fall. So I swim up a little bit more. I swam over to shore. I was able to actually get it up at this point.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Sorry, I'm back. So for you guys who don't know Lily, with the water being down a foot or two, it's all chunk rock. You got a 3 foot embankment to
Yeah.
even get to
Fuck.
shoreline, and it's that those shorelines are all steep mountains. And the fact, honestly, if you're not standing on a rock, even at the shorelines, you're standing in 5 to 6 feet of water. If
Yeah.
you're not at a certain spot, it's super steep there.
Yeah, Lily goes like 5.
So where I flipped was
Deep.
maybe
I saw it. I was already
25,
I was
yeah.
marking you. So I marked right where your drop shot was, 12 feet.
Like a immediate drop right off the bank.
You're on
Yeah.
that corner. You're on one of the worst embankments there. Well,
Yeah.
fishing wise, it's good, but for where you were was the worst spot you probably could have been on that place.
Yeah.
Your drop shot was in 10 to 12 feet with low water, which means, and I didn't push out 20 yards, 30 yards. You were probably in 20 to 30 foot.
Let's say, and like, so after I got back on the kayak, and I started pedaling, I realized I had so much water inside the hull of my boat, because if I shifted left, the boat just stayed at like that one angle.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, unfortunately.
Yeah, so like I'm leaning right, the boat's still leaning left.
Wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
felt
so
like
scary, dude. It's fucking scary.
It's scary.
I probably had to pedal over 100 to maybe 200 yards just to go to the next point where it was like a sandbar.
Well, from where the point to where you are, even to get to the corner, which is not even the ramp, you probably had a half a mile at least, maybe 3/4 of a mile, just to get to the point. And then that point to Pondbrook, you're probably looking
another mile and a half.
No, from the point to Pondbrook, probably another quarter mile. You were probably a mile and a half from the actual ramp, at least.
Yep.
At least minimum. I mean, we could GPS and see, but still.
When I keep telling my wife, I don't remember hitting the water because it was so cold. I think I was in like 50 to 49 degree water.
Probably about 50, 52, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. So, but like I was in so much shock. I get to the point, and I'm sitting there with the boat upside down for 4 or 5 minutes just for all the water to pour out.
Well, Tweezy said dude tried to kill you.
Yeah. And it sucks because like there's guys like that out there.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what really sucks?
Here's
what sucks.
He just pulled
Try that with me. Try that with anybody else who carries or anything. Or try that with somebody who will fight back. Not saying you won't, but like you didn't have the means to. Jermaine, I apologize.
No, it's all right.
That dude is a fucking pussy.
He is.
To do it with a kayak angler. Try that with me, because you would have bullet holes. Try that with somebody else.
He's a bitch.
That his boat would sink. And then he drops you in the fucking water and takes off. My God. Dude, my hair standing up.
As soon as I popped my head out of the water and I was able to see over my kayak, the guy was probably like 100 to 150 yards away. Like he was already going in the opposite direction.
What irks me the most is you're seeing this too much.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
about it because it happened 2 weeks ago too. Like somebody else in KBF posted same situation where he just pulled up, a boater pulls up, and then he had the back camera on and he had an XTR, and the boat literally comes like within like 3-4 inches of the kayak.
He was like,
and then he gunned it and he tried to like literally flip the dude, and because
I didn't even know about that until you told me.
Yeah,
XTR is a barge. It's not. It's like it's a big ass platform. So the dude, like he was able to ride it out, but
look at MLS.
Smaller kayak like myself, or You know, my kayak's not that wide. It's not a barge. You know, I
Like,
stand
don't
up
get me wrong.
So
and I sit
look
down.
at the MLF event. The boater, listen, it's a sad story. I'm not trying to say no. I'm not blaming nobody. The
On Smith.
MLF event, 2 or 3 people died. Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming nobody. Just an example. I don't know what happened. I didn't read in depth to it. Look at the Florida idiot that jumped on that guy's boat. Any other kid that was older, he would have been shot.
Yeah.
You jump on someone else's boat because you're angry. Guys, it's not worth it because one day somebody's going to come across the wrong person and you're going to be buried 6 or 7 feet under, if not 30 feet in the water.
And it's like, it's just not like, at the end of the day, everyone is out there to enjoy themselves. Like,
exactly.
That crazy.
And to top it all off, I only caught 2 fish, and not even the fish that I was going after.
Yeah.
So it was just a rough day overall. And
so what happened when you got back to the ramp? I know you loaded up. You told me a couple of things that happened on the way as you were trying to drive home. What happened there? Just to give people an emphasis or like a timeline here.
So I flipped from what I remember what the app Life 360 said. I flipped at 3:16. I probably got back to the ramp around, I don't know, 3:45, 4 o'clock ish. And when I pulled up, I had seen this woman who she was loading up her paddle kayak. And part of me was thinking like, all right, maybe I should just ask her if I can use her phone, text my wife, tell her I'm okay, but this happened. And in the back of my mind, I had forgot that I had less than a quarter tank of gas, number one. Number two, I didn't know how to get back home. So
for example, Lily's got a lot of back mountain roads, back residential areas. There's no main highway. The main highway is probably 15 minutes away. It's a weird area, even with trailers. I take this little side road. Dude, I got to do 10 miles an hour just to get through. It's like a one-lane road.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like
area.
It reminds me of like a have you guys ever been to Hawk's Nest?
No, it reminds me of Rio. Going to Rio.
It's like perfect representation. Yeah, it's like Rio.
There's a one-way in.
Yeah, and you can only fit 2 cars. That's it.
Barely.
Yeah. Anyway, so I load up. I didn't ask this woman if I can use her phone or anything. I start trying to figure out my way home. I make a left out of the ramp, and I'm like, all right, I know I have to go straight and make a right at some point in time. So I go, I read the first sign, doesn't look familiar. Second, third, fourth, they don't look familiar. So I was like, I think I missed my turn. And now I'm like almost at empty. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make this right. Hopefully I hit a main road. I make the right. I go straight for like maybe 10 minutes and I hit a main road. I was like, all right, cool. Let me make a right only because I know if I make a right, I might see a bridge that I saw before.
If you would have made a left, you probably would have ended up right at Bounty Hunters, by the way, the taco shop.
Really?
Yeah, Bounty Hunters is right in Newtown, right there, about 2 miles from that left, mile and a half.
I was so distraught that day that I don't.
It's tough to keep it together after all that.
So I go, I pass by a gas station and they're closed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But I see the sign for 84. I was like, all right, perfect. I know I got to go towards Danbury. So I'm going towards Danbury. I get on 84. Perfect. Cool. I keep going. I hit fucking traffic. And the next exit is, I think it was like a half mile away.
Oh, it's that merge. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So now the light's on. Great.
Your gas light was on?
My gas light was on.
Oh, shit.
And some part of me last season told me I had $6, like a 5 and a single. Some part of me told me, you know what, just put this in your book bag for whatever, just in case. Maybe you want to pick up 2, 3 tall boys. All right, cool. I start getting off the exit, and I see a gas station. I'm like, perfect. My $6. I don't know, like, if you guys have ever like went into a gas station. Oh, let me get like 20 on pump, whatever.
Let me get $6.
I went up to this guy and I said, "Yeah, can I have $6 on 11?" He looked at me. He was like, $6. Like, yeah, $6. All right.
Right now.
I put my $6 in. I'm driving all the way home. I get home and like I'm probably like half a centimeter off of E. But when I pulled up, my wife was driving down or walking down the driveway to get the mail, and she looked at me and she was like, I was 10 minutes away of just getting in the car and going to where your phone is, because I haven't heard from you in so long. I was like, yeah, I know. You want the good news or the bad news? She was like, what's the good news? I made it home. What's the bad news?
I'm alive. That's the good news.
Yeah. I was like, I lost everything down to my AirPods. I go inside, I hug my kids, give my wife a kiss, and then I called Rich. Or Rich, I posted about it.
Dude. So you made a post.
Yeah.
I guess Nico saw it first. Nico called Kyle. So let me tell you how my conversation with Kyle happened. I get a phone call from Kyle. I don't know, 8 o'clock, 7:30, somewhere in there. He goes, "Yo," I said, "What's up?" Normal conversation. It's for Kyle 3 times a day. "Yo, you got a minute?" Soon as he said, "You got a minute," my next words goes, "What's wrong?"
Yeah.
What I said, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Because we don't talk like that. I said, "What's wrong? What happened?" He goes, "You sure?" I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Yo, Alex flipped." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "You flipped." He goes, "I don't know." Nico said something about a boater flipped him and tried to hurt him. I'm like, "What?" I lost my hair's standing up right now just talking about it. I called Nico, didn't answer twice. I called him a third time. I called him a fourth time until he fucking answered. I said, "Nico, where the fuck did you hear this?" And he said, "It's Facebook." I went right to your Facebook. I tried to get it, then I got a hold of you, and then you finally contacted me back. I was fucking livid.
Part of me didn't want to post it. My main reason for posting it was because I knew there was a tournament this weekend, and I wanted you guys to know, just in case this guy was like pre-fishing a tournament that day. I wanted the club to be safe. But
dude, when I talked to you that night, I felt defeated for you. Like, you had no emotion, you were drained. Like, there was nothing left in the tank that I felt bad for you.
I was so tired just from pedaling back.
But I mean, we work our lives to get these hurdles that we go through. We go to fishing to enjoy it, and you essentially lost everything you worked for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quote somebody. I'm not going to name names. Somebody literally told me the next day, who's a recovering alcoholic, literally a recovering alcoholic, big time, and goes, "If that was me as a recovering alcoholic, my first stop wouldn't have been the gas station. I would have stopped at the liquor store."
If I had more than $6 on me, absolutely, I would have picked up a tall boy.
So to comprehend the scenario of it, a recovering alcoholic, his first thing would have been, "I'm no longer recovering because I just bought a bottle of vodka because I'm so gone."
That's literally my biggest fear. Alex, I think we've talked about this before because we're in the same boat. Like, that's literally my biggest fear. Like, I have those combos, and then that's it.
That's it, bro. I have 2 casting rods in like my tackle shop. I have 2 casting rods without reels. One's a heavy 7.6 heavy, and the other one is a 7-foot medium heavy.
Yep, that's all.
Both without reels. I have 2 more spinning rods. They're Shimano. I don't know. I got it. It was my first. The Shimano was my first rod ever, and this was like 3 years ago. That Dick's was having a sale. I picked it up for $40. I have that, and I have an Abu Garcia Vengeance rod.
All right, so while we talk about that, let's get on topic with that then. The amount of support coming through. So I told you I will have
Crazy.
you a list. I will have you a list of who gives you what. And just to shout out a couple of people, I got off the phone with Chad Hoover 2 to 3 hours ago. Your black pack and everything's taken care of. I got off of the phone with Dobbins. A couple of rods are coming. I got off the phone with a couple of guys who are from Cash and Rods, being taken care of.
Hell yeah.
I have a couple of companies who requested and asked to donate baits. I can't speak for them. I don't know them. You will get their names and their companies. They're donating jigs and Senkos and all sorts of other stuff that are coming to you. There's a lot of support coming from the community to the point that had to send out a generic copy and paste message to see who's sending what, because there's got to be a stopping point. No offense to Alex, I'm not going to get him $5,000 worth of stuff to abuse the community who's helping us. We're going to get back what he.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to put that into words. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's taking advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. We're trying to get back what he lost, and if people want to donate, that's great. We appreciate it. If you don't want to donate, that's great. We don't like you anymore or any less than we already do. Does that make sense? A lot of club guys. I mean, Nick Roulage, he wants to donate a spinning combo. Lewis has an SLX combo.
Nico said he got some Vision 110s for you. You better
there
take
you go.
Yeah.
So even the club level here with these guys are fucking awesome. Bass Boaters. Apparently Bass Nation Connecticut is doing a raffle for you. Bass Boat tournament. So there's a lot of support. If anybody, bait company, rod, reel, please contact me first. I'll give you my phone number on Facebook. Direct message me. So because we're keeping a list, so we don't overdo it. I don't need 50. Well, I'm sorry, he doesn't need 25 rods with 3 reels. You know what I'm saying? So if we can get the 7 to 9 that he lost with 7 to 9 reels, to equate that. I'm trying to be organized. So I didn't really start that yet. I just started it yesterday to try to actually organize it because my DMs, my phone's been blowing. Dude, my phone's about to overheat with the amount of calls on top of the investigation, which we'll get into after this conversation. Anybody's willing to do anything. I got Catch on board. Catch is sending a Catch X bundle for him with the phone tethers, the board tethers, the board, the identifier. So Catch is ready donating. Hoover's taking. Yak Attack's on board.
I'm gonna give you the phone tether.
I did. I got 5 of them. We were giving them away from Rogue the other day.
Yeah, I remember the. We got to get that approved.
It is.
It is approved.
Oh, really?
It is. I just used it in the event.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
So everything's being taken care of.
What I like about that board, though, is not to go off topic.
Yeah.
But is that I guess you can put like a call tag.
Yes.
Or this. Here's your mean. Hey guys, you see my board at the ramp? Watch this.
Yep.
It goes in the water and it floats. That's what he did. He literally did that.
I think it's my biggest fish on my board, but it's got call tags on it, so you can
Yeah, no, that's nice.
It's pretty nice. A little stupid.
Yeah, Alex, real quick. So I think the USA Bassing guys, just north above us, are getting a little fun together for you.
It's fun. I just signed up for them this year because
I'm fishing with them too. Phil and company are great dudes. Oh man, they're great guys. I'm actually doing 1 or 2 of their events this year.
He fished with us. What was that? Candlewood.
He did Candlewood. He did the Invitational. He did. Phil's a good dude. Yeah, he fished a couple of events with us. No. So I'm gonna. They have a great schedule of Champlain and everything, but yeah. So sponsor wise, you're getting taken care of. If again anybody watching the stream wants to help out, reach out to me directly just so we can have an organized list of who gave what. So 1, we can send thank yous. 2, we could put you on stream as a shout out to say thank you. And 3, it's not overbearing that he just ended up with 115 different jigs.
Yeah. So I want to put this out there. I appreciate me, my family. Like we appreciate all the support and all the
And you also
donations.
didn't ask for it.
Yeah, I didn't ask for it. I'm not expecting it. So whatever, whatever is given to me, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you to who have donated, who hasn't, and is planning to. But I'm not asking for donations.
No,
But
this was all the club's doing. This is all my doing. My
So
Hudson Valley KBF board's doing. This is not from him. He had no idea. I literally call him up and say, "Hey, I got you taken care of a catch." 10 minutes later, yo, I got you taken care of with this. This has nothing to do with him asking.
yeah,
This is
you
our club
literally told
taking the
me I
initiative.
have no choice.
He has no choice.
No.
You know why? Because we're one family, dude. Jermaine, Jermaine, you knew me for a couple of years. We're one big fucking family, dude.
Yeah. We just take care of each other, dude. That's it.
And that's how it is. I don't care if you live in fucking Texas, Arizona, California, Jersey, wherever. We all look out for each other if we have to.
No.
Look at that. There's my boy Big Vogel. He said I'll put together a little gift box from Iowa.
So reach out to me, please, just so we can keep everything organized and he can send out the proper thank yous to the right people with the right stuff. That's the thing. Please reach out to me. I got people coming in right now. My DMs are actually going off saying, "Hey, I'm doing this. I'm doing this." My phone's going off right now.
Yeah, because there will be a thank you sent out to from me and like my family. We will send out a thank you to everybody personally.
And I forgot to tag you too. Everybody can find Alex at what is it? Alex De La Cruz Fishing, right?
Oh, you don't have to put that. That's all right.
That's all right, dude. I just want people to know where to find you, dude.
And it's that day. So this year, like the way last year ended, I wasn't sure if I was gonna record or if I was gonna post anything up on YouTube anymore. And my 10-year-old, she's big on YouTube on like Roblox and stuff, but she asked me, "Oh, Dad, well, when's your next video coming out?" I was like, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if I want to keep recording." She's like, "No, Dad, like you have to. I got to tell my friends that like you're a YouTuber." All right. I was like, all right. I'll
awesome.
go fit. I'll go fishing. I'll try to make a video. And like this year, I would like rather than me just putting anything out where like I catch 2-3 fish, I'd like to make a video where like my last video of last year was I caught how many, but that was on like White Pond where you throw anywhere and they bite.
Kopek, you had a good day.
Yeah, Kopek, I had a great day after
our fall brawl. You had a good time, no?
Thanks to you because I would have never picked up that jerk bait.
Oh, stop it! I don't catch the fish for you.
No, you're right, but that was the day on Lily was the day where I was gonna make my first video, and losing those 2 GoPros, it was like, damn, maybe this is a sign where like I just shouldn't. But with all the support from the club, from people,
You might mess it up.
that's better.
Yeah.
From like the club, the everybody who I don't even know have been messaging me. Once I get back on track and once I get my GoPros, I'll keep doing it.
You got it, dude.
I got to keep up with Maine fishing.
Is your wife still watching?
That's one thing I can
probably.
Say.
So it's something I want to bring up. If your wife is still watching, and I truly hope she is. By the way, I'm Rich. I haven't met your wife yet. That's Jermaine. This guy right here, the ugly with the dreads. You know, good now skin. To your wife and your family, I hope that this doesn't deter them from saying, "Hey, I don't want you to go out today because of what happened." You know, hey, I don't want it to scare them. This is such an isolated incident that if it makes you and your family feel comfortable, maybe not even you, dude, you tell me when you're going fishing, I will get somebody with you. If it's not me, myself, I will get you 2, 3 guys. I will get somebody with you where you want to go until she's comfortable again, because it's such an isolated
That
incident.
could be a couple years.
It is what it is. I don't care what
Yeah.
it is. It could be 5 years. I don't give a shit. You tell me where you're going, when you're going. We will get somebody there and makes her feel better.
And that's what I love about the club. Like, he doesn't even have to be doing this.
There she is.
Thank you.
Was she right?
He said yes. We got
yes.
you.
What?
It's not
Okay.
that never, ever happens. But she said, "Oh, she's saying
It's
yes."
like that saying.
She's still here. Yeah, exactly.
It's like that saying. Oh, you know what? What's that saying? Oh, you see tornadoes, you see a
Alex,
robbery, you see this. It never happens close to home.
You might just have to look at one of them things. You're a family man anyway.
See, but the thing is, if I have it in New York, I can't bring it into Connecticut.
Yeah. So it doesn't even matter. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's such an isolated incident that being so close to home hurts us, hurts me, hurts Jermaine, hurts Ralph, Chris, Kyle, Nico. I mean, the list goes on. Nick, it hurts Lewis. Like being so close to home,
it hurts people that like I don't even know. People are messaging me like, "Listen, I can't wait till that scumbag is caught, or you let me know what I can do to help."
So let's get into that then. If Jermaine, you're cool with that.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
So again, we said in the beginning, a lot of information is not released because of things that are being investigated. So for everyone listening, we do have a dive team. So I work for emergency services. We have a dive team with my department going out Wednesday, I believe. Alex should be with us to recover some GoPros, hopefully some footage, and whatever gear we can scrounge up. This is a rescue dive team who rescues bodies out of like 6 inches visibility. If they can rescue bodies at 6 inches, they can probably find some fishing gear.
Yeah, that's all.
We're going out with 2 to 3 walleye boats for the dive team, plus 4 to 5 bass boats, and this whole area is going to be locked down.
Oh damn!
Oh yeah! Oh damn! And then if you really want, we get some stuff. We'll fish the rest of the day if you really want to. 2 of them are guys.
We're getting some rods and reels, so we might as well, right? Make sure they still work.
So that's how serious this is.
The missus is spoken.
Look at that! I get permission.
He can go fishing. Great.
We're good.
So I want you guys to understand how serious this is, because we're sending out a dive team who is on their own time, their own volunteer time, on their own dime too. This is on them. But these guys are also anglers and fishermen and fisherwomen, so they understand it. So the police are involved, the EP, DEC, there's a couple agencies. I can tell you right now, he's not caught. So even if he is caught, even if we do know right now who he is, I'm not going to disclose whether we do or do not. Let's just say we're closer than people think we might be. It's still something in a court of law that has to be proven with photos or video. So depending what we can recover depends on a lot of what's going to happen. But you know what? And maybe Alex will help me in this one. At the end of the day, how viral in the fishing community this post went, at least in the Northeast and the tri-state, this motherfucker is not taking his boat out of his garage for a very fucking long time. I'm telling you, at least that's the benefit of somewhat.
He's nervous. Rightfully
he's nervous.
So. Rightfully so, Chief.
But like you said, nervous. He doesn't know what we have and what we don't have.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to know, hence why a lot of the stuff's not posted public yet.
Hope he's shaking in his boots.
So he knows, and somebody knows. And he's going to get caught eventually.
He told somebody.
Had to.
He's a bozo. 110%. He's a bozo and told somebody.
We have a lot more information that we're putting out to the public, and I can't say anymore. I just can't say anymore because I don't need a boat painted over or anything.
Yeah.
I don't need power poles changed. I don't need this changed. So I'll put it this way. Listen, motherfucker, if you're watching, we know who you are. How about that?
It's a wrap.
Now we just got to prove it.
Yeah.
How's that for your
We will.
You're gonna get his regardless. Like, that's what I said to Alex before this when we first got on.
Lawfully, legally.
No. I'm not even one of those. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying karma's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's
Karma
it.
catches
Listen, I
everybody.
got a carton of eggs, bro. Let's go egg his house. I'm in.
Life can get you, dog. That's all I'm gonna say. Life is gonna get you.
Life will always get you.
That's completely uncalled for, and the universe is gonna have its way with you. I hope he stubs his toe every night, the same toe for the next 20 years.
His pinky toe.
You're being nice. I was gonna say some other stuff, but I don't want to get charged with hate.
That's what I'll say live.
Oh, okay.
I hope
I
hope he has to walk through a room of children's toys on the fucking floor. You know how annoying that shit is?
There you go.
Now, do I know what Jermaine's actually thinking? Yes, but he's not going to say it.
God works in
Dude, I'm
mysterious
telling
ways.
you,
Absolutely.
Kyle, from what I know, Kyle was off the wall. Nico was mortified. Jermaine was like fuming. So Jermaine was ready to throw down. He goes, I'll fight this motherfucker. I'll go to jail. Jermaine was heated.
Ready, son. That's you don't do things like that. Because that's I know nobody and it's like nobody wants to talk about it, but I guess we will for a second. Like, you fall off and you bump your head. This whole conversation's different.
Yeah.
And it's just it's not okay. Like, it literally gets me emotional just even thinking about that.
Well, like you said, I was like, oh, what happened to me? I'm not going to fall on the ramp. I'm not going to slip on the ramp. I'm not going to bump my head. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Just like no one's going to run you off the water on a bass boat here. It just happened.
So, when I got home, I didn't realize I had a blade bait stuck on the bottom of my left leg, and my pants on the right leg were ripped. And my whole, not my entire left leg, but my shin on my left leg is all cut up and scratched up and bruised. And I had no idea that happened.
Yeah. It's crazy because you just went down. You don't even know what happened.
Yeah. And the wind was going how so. My wife brought up a good point. The wind was how fast, or it blowing how hard. What if the kayak knocked me out as soon as I came up, or my pedal drive came?
Do you guys know
and
the
just knocked
story?
Me out?
The story from way back. I say way back. This is 2018, 2019. It's not way back. There was an angler. I'm not gonna name names because I can't stand that motherfucker. Anyway, that's another story. Can't stand the dude. In KBF, there was an angler at the national championship. I don't remember where it was. Maybe Kentucky Lake. Bass boat weight came in. Not intentional. This was what a bass boat flew by, rolled him. He flipped over. His leg got wrapped up in somebody's catfish line and was pulled underwater the entire time.
Damn.
You could actually, if you look on YouTube, there's some interviews about it. He literally almost died.
Yeah.
He went to some random door on the shoreline, walked up, and I think the water was 48 degrees. It was cold. The weather was nasty. He walked up to some random house, some multi-million-dollar house in the water. He knocks on the door and says, "Hey, I need help. I'm sorry, I need help." Guess what? That house he knocked on was one of the fucking angler's wives' houses, or the angler's house that was in the event.
Damn.
Talk about luck.
Jeez, good job.
He got wrapped up. Something with the catfish line, with the pedal drive, wrapped around his leg. He literally almost died.
That's it. It takes 2 seconds. It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah. Being on the water on any watercraft.
Yeah.
You don't know what's under there. Unless that water's crystal clear, you don't know what's there. Even
when it's crystal clear.
Yeah, you still don't know.
Yeah. You could drown in 2-3 inches of water. Our life jackets are not level 1s, whatever the fuck they call them. They're meant to just keep our bodies and necks above water, not our heads. It doesn't upright us. So if I fall face down in the water, Yeah, I'm gonna float, but my face and my mouth and my nose is still face down in the water if I go unconscious.
Exactly. Yep.
So not type 1 or the type 4. I always reverse them. It's not a type 1, so to speak, that it's gonna push my head back the other way
Exactly.
and keep my head above water. If I'm unconscious, I'm dead now, and it can be 2 inches of water, 3
It's
inches
just
of water.
this above keeps this up. So like
Yep.
if your legs go down, it'll keep you like up somewhat.
And if you fall forward, you're dead.
Yeah,
Unconscious.
exactly. If you're unconscious and you lean forward, that's it.
Yep.
Which luckily there's a lot of people at the ramps and stuff that, not that I would be worried about it, but there's just so many people with more ramps and stuff these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another KBN story a couple while ago when a bass boat. This is actually a really funny interview. If you guys, I'll send it to you guys on YouTube. A bass boater bumped a kayaker going back to the ramp. The kayaker jumped on his boat. The guy took off, got back in his kayak, and they had it out at the ramp. They beat the living shit out of each other.
He jumped in his boat?
He tried to, and he missed, and the guy took off. That they met at the
That's
ramp. They literally, the kayaker knocked the fuck out of the bass boat guy for bumping him because the bass boat guys, you don't belong out here. He bumped him. He literally hit him with his boat.
That's crazy.
Cop showed up. He tried to press charges, and the cop goes, "Well, apparently everyone says that you assaulted him with your boat, so that's assault with a weapon." And the guy goes, "All right, I don't want to press." Dude, there's a whole KBN interview about it. This is 2 years ago.
That's nuts.
So the kayaker beat the shit out of him at the ramp, and everyone was watching. Sheriffs, everyone showed up, and they tased him. They tased him.
That's crazy. Yeah, all that stuff got to cut it out, man. It's nuts.
That's the whole
rough.
point. Calm the fuck down.
That's it.
It's fish. Just fish.
I don't care what color you are. I don't care what size you are. I don't care what shape you are. I don't care what you're fishing, what you fish out of, what material it is, how fast you can go. We're all out there for the same fucking reason.
It's funny. So when like the post was going viral, there was this guy who shared it and this other guy who commented on it saying, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure that's the full story."
Oh, don't even get me started with him.
Yeah. Him and I had a few words. We exchanged a few words.
He's ignorant.
And he basically said, "Oh, $1,700 with your education, you should be fine. You fish out of a piece of plastic." And then like he went on Nico's page. He started like basically trolling him, where like he went
he went what? I didn't know about that part. Say that again.
Yeah, he went on Nico's page, started going to like his
what?
Like, so Nico playing guitar and saying, "Oh, that's trash," or Nico holding up a fish and talking shit about it.
Why did you guys tell me this shit? I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some stuff to do tonight.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that part. I didn't know about Nico's part. I did not know that.
So that was after the conversation you and I had. After you send me all the
for the record, I was in the middle of Mount Vernon at the fucking doctor for my girlfriend in the hospital while dealing with that.
Oh, damn. She all right?
Yeah, she's good.
Okay. But yeah.
Nico said he called POS.
Yeah.
He didn't call me about that.
Yeah.
Nico, you lying sack of shit. You did not call me about that.
Nico, no. I think he's saying that like he called the guy a POS.
Yeah, no, he said he went out on his own because he called Nico called that guy POS.
Yeah, because Nico like stood up for me on my post because the guy came on my post saying, and this is what bothers me. The guy came on my post and said,
No. So the post he was writing on was some dude. I don't know who that guy was. He shared the post. I don't know who he was.
He's some kind of fisherman. Which, if he's watching this, congrats to him because he just he won.
Oh, he did the right thing. I agree with. He 100% did the right thing.
He went on his post saying, I'm basically saying I'm not telling the full story. Don't get me wrong. I can be an asshole when I want to be. But I knew in this situation, you have a bass boat with how many HP, and I'm in a pedal kayak. I'm not going to fucking pick a fight with you. However, you talk shit to me, I'm gonna defend
I am.
myself. I
I'll pick
defended
that fucking
myself.
fight all day. I'm sorry.
The guy did what he did. Everything happened. But this guy came on my post saying, you forgot the part where you provoked the guy with your mouth. Whether I provoked the guy or not, you don't go and fucking flip anybody on a kayak.
That's right. That guy, dude. That guy was saying some crazy shit like he was there.
Nothing.
That's what's no. Dude, Jermaine, go read. I'll send you the link. The way this guy was talking.
I deleted everything. I have the screenshots. I'll send them to you.
Dude, the way this guy was talking, it's almost like he was talking first person, like he was there.
Yeah, like he was.
No, like legit.
There.
I saw it.
Yeah, like a guilty conscience kind of thing.
But assumptions don't hold up in the court of law.
Yeah, that's his argument. He was saying that,
and he's got a fake name. He's got a fake name on Facebook. He's got a fake name on Instagram. He won't even post his real name. It's like FB Fisherman or some shit. It's some bullshit name.
N as in Nancy, B as in boy. Yep.
For all you guys watching, there you go. N is in November, B is in Bravo, Fisherman. Have at him.
Yep. He was sitting there talking crazy shit about saying how because I called him out because
I want to see the search results of people looking him up right now. I fucking die. Jermaine's gonna start looking.
He's like a 40-year-old man, and he went on this the guy who shared Rich's post. He said a yo mama joke basically. So basically saying, "Oh, I've been with your mom all night." So I called him out on it. And he clicked. So I made a stab at his education.
Your mic.
Yeah, it just went funny.
Yeah, I have to get a new mic.
You're good. It goes for like a second and then it comes back.
Yeah. Anyway, I made a stab. I made a stab at his education. Only because
rightfully so, dude. You just went through a fucking dramatic incident. Fuck you. Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
Back off.
But this guy. Let's see. Oh, NB Angler. Here it is. Let's see. Can we get that?
Jermaine, zoom in on that. Hey, Jermaine, zoom in on that.
Hold on. I got you.
Hold on. I don't know if I can get it to focus.
That's his Instagram.
Hold on. I don't know if I get it to focus.
That's not his Facebook. That's his Instagram.
No.
The Facebook Messenger.
It's N as in Nancy, November. B as in boy, November Bravo Angler. It's a picture of his boat, and actually, maybe I can play this one reel. And the only reason I believe this guy can be one of the potential suspects, one, his voice seems kind of familiar. I would say 90%. But there was this. Hold on.
I'm not going to comment anymore what he's talking about. I'm just going to leave this part alone.
Oh, you can't see it, can you?
Zoom in. Zoom into the camera.
You're a clown. You're not catching shit. I can tell. You're fucking ignorant, bro. 40-mile fucking lake. 40-mile lake. You're over here. You're right beside me. You are on the point almost 3/4 of a mile away. Look what you're doing. You're driving right through the grass. You're a clown. You're not catching shit. I can tell. You're fucking ignorant, bro.
So I went through the comments, and a bunch of people were going at him for saying you're really the ignorant one because you're going after this guy for no reason. It's only fishing, blah blah blah. But yeah,
Jermaine's investigating. He's looking.
He doesn't show his face in any of the pictures.
Pussy. Sorry. Excuse my language. Oh, I want to touch on a quick topic real quick. Guys, we're doing a monthly for the month of May. for Alex and his family. We are doing a Hudson Valley KBF monthly that's going to be open to the entire country. Yes, I know we don't have a shot of winning up here, but that's okay because it's not about winning. We'll have a couple prize packs. We're going to do 4 ticket entries: $100, $50, $25, and $10. It's going to be a monthly for anybody in the country, 5 fish limit for the whole month. All proceeds will go back to Alex and his family. If it gets to be a little out of control when it comes to the ticket monies, we will shut it down. We will not shut it down. We'll close off the entries and how people can join, so it doesn't get out of control. If you would like to donate outside of Fishing Chaos because you're a boater or a John boat guy and you're not sure how it works, please reach out to me directly. We have a separate club account. It will go right back to Alex. You have my word. Jermaine will tell you. Alex will tell you. I'm as far as they come. The club won't keep a percent. Nobody's keeping a percent. I will show you transactions to show you it goes to his account. But again, within reason. I'm not going to give Alex, no offense to Alex, I'm not going to give him $10,000. So we will cut it off once it gets to a certain level that's respectable to get back what he lost, if anybody's interested. So again, we're going to do a monthly. Chad Hoover's on board. Chad Hoover's posting all over KBF. Chad Hoover's posting all over KBF members page for us. He's going to be his own event for us. Well, I'm sorry, not for us, for you. And if anybody wants to donate lures, tackle, gear, black packs covered, certain things like that's covered. So again, please reach out to myself so we can get Alex lined up and taken care of. Rods and everything should somewhat be taken care of now. If you have something you want to get rid of that's just sitting around, let me know, and we'll go from there.
That's it. I'm checking. I was looking.
Yeah, Jermaine's like digging, dude.
Don't worry, we have all info.
We have more than people realize, so it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
just I can't release everything. We're coming close. At the end of the day, we're here to protect our dudes, our anglers, our guys, our girls.
And it's about the bigger picture too.
I would just like to say one of the better things I've done in my 29 years of life is joining this club. It's not a club, it's more of a brother / single sister, because I think she's the only angler in the club. But
We've
it's more
had a
of a
few
brotherhood
females over the years.
Yeah. It's fun. It's great.
It's unique.
Yeah, very unique. It like you don't even feel like you're fishing. You just feel like you're just. It's a day on the water.
Yeah.
I remember the fall brawl.
Yeah, like I was having a rough time on Lillinonah, and I just like cruised I didn't run up on Kyle, but I just like saw him that way, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna head that way, and I kind of just like pulled around him, and we just started chatting and fishing. You know, it's not like it's like, oh, go away, like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing?
There's a saying I live by.
You know,
Jermaine, quote me on this. Kyle, I don't know if Kyle's still here. Probably not. Even Ralph or Nico. I talked to Nico 2 days before the event, 3 days before the event. Quote me on this one. I will tell you what I did at my pre-fish. I will tell you what I'm throwing. If you could beat me at my own game,
so
you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could beat me at it, good for you.
You tell me that every time.
So weird.
Because it's the truth. I will tell you what I'm doing.
And that's what I'm saying. Alex, me and Nico were throwing the same bait, dude.
We all were that day.
I remember on Copake for fall brawl, you and I shared this one point, and we like.
I know what I should have did too. Hindsight's 2020.
Dude, I Copake, you were out in the middle of the fucking lake on a hump, and I said, "What are you doing out here?"
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I literally motored out to you, 100, 200 yards. I said, "Get over here." You're like, "What?" I'm like, "Follow me." I brought him back with me, brought him to a drop off. I said, "Throw this jerkbait or whatever jerkbait." First cast, I hooked up to like a 15 or 16.
Yeah. First cast, first fish of the day.
I don't
remember
care.
that.
Because you know what? It's not listen, we're all here to win. We all want to put some money in our pocket, buy some new fishing stuff. But at the end of the day, We're all here for sport. No one's making a fucking living off this.
My dumbass goes,
look,
I'm gonna name
dude,
this fish Rich.
Yeah, that's what you said. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Dude, look at me. I drove all the way to Florida. Drove there in a day to get DQ day 2 because I fucked up on an identifier.
Yeah.
So did I get mad about it? I was upset about it, but you know what? I came back and I realized that I had a good time. I caught a 6.5 pounder in January. I was happy.
They're calling you out,
Who's calling me out?
Nico.
Oh, of course it's Nico. Nico, it's okay. Nico, big boys are coming to play, buddy. Finesse season's over. Get your shine now, Nico. But that's what this club's about, man. It's not even a club. It's a brotherhood. It's a family.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for. We're here to we all have the same interest.
Catch fish.
Wait,
Not
coming from
run people
Nico.
off boats.
Nico was in our fucking group for 4 or 5 years before he decided to join us, and now he says it's the best decision he's ever made.
Yeah. Yep.
Nico's like, I didn't know if I wanted to do this, or yada yada yada. He gave me all this bullshit. Then he joins, and now he won't shut the fuck up now.
Yep.
Well, he was top 5 last year in the AOI, right?
Yeah, Nico's a good dude. Our whole club is good.
Yeah.
Nico's a stud.
I got to get it together because I hang out with Kyle and Nico all the time, and I'm like the slouch now. It's terrible.
Just follow them.
I got to get it together.
You know, the other thing I realized though, we have a lot of guys new to fishing like competitively in our group.
It is.
Nico comes from college background. He fished in
Nico
college.
doesn't go anywhere. Nico doesn't go anywhere. He goes a little.
Yeah, but he fished in college though. Nico fished college tournaments. He knows what he's doing. A little different.
Yeah, but still, he doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't go anywhere. He literally goes like a little past the boat ramp, and then he kind of just.
Look at me at Kayak. I take 2 pedals off the ramp.
This motherfucker, man. He launched like 3-4 minutes late. I remember Kayak last year. He launched 3-4 minutes late, and there was like me and like 3 other anglers. We're going out. We're all throwing top water, all of us. And then Rich comes in, throws top water, and first cast, boom. Oh, like 16, 17 incher?
Yeah, probably.
In the first hour, in like maybe a 60-yard radius, he caught his limit. And I'm sitting over here throwing a fucking jitterbug.
I actually have a little video. Oh my goodness, here we go. I actually have a little video from like this is a snippet from when I dropped my fucking phone.
Gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
Are you really?
Oh, what do I do about my phone?
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Dude, you're calm. You're so fucking calm.
Yeah.
Right?
So calm.
I saw that and I was like, damn, that's a lot better than I expected. But then I kind of like, as soon as I clicked that button, it was like freak out.
Sounds like you're in shock.
I saw Nico later and he was like, oh, dude, was that you that I heard? Yeah, he heard me.
Yeah, but so here's the best part. You ready? So that dude Jonathan called me. He's newer. He's a good dude. Jonathan goes, yo, you know that guy? You know, the guy that was at the ramp? I'm like, that helps.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah. His name is Nate. I think, yeah, he's Nate. I'm like, so I just went along. I'm like, yeah, okay. He goes, yeah, Nate. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, dude, what's going on? He goes, oh no, Jermaine. He said. I'm like, yeah. What about him? What the fuck happened? He goes, he dropped his phone and I'm like, what the fuck? And then he goes, well, he's taking photos from his GoPro. He said he can. I'm like, that's fine. Take his photos from his GoPro. Well, I'll talk to Ralph and Kyle and Chris. We'll talk about it, and it's not a big deal. That's fine. Actually, I think that's legitimately legal too. To be honest with you,
I think so. I think it's in the rules.
it's got timestamps and everything on it. It's legitimate. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's legal.
Yeah, timestamp. Yeah.
See, whether it was legal or not, the thing that I like about the club, everybody would have been okay with it.
It doesn't matter if you're okay with it. At the end of the day, if that's the board decided it's okay. Because you know what? Yeah. You losing your phone and using a GoPro does not help you catch more fish. It did not give you an advantage.
Or anything. It actually hurt me because at the end of the day, like my little bullshit fishing apps are on my phone. So like my deep dive app, like I couldn't see which way the wind was blowing, and like I don't have a sonar on my boat. So like my Navionics to see how deep I'm sitting is on my phone. I literally pull out my phone and then I go, oh shit, look, it just loaded up. Hold on.
You know what the rules are for? Somebody told me this a couple of years ago. Actually, Jim Lynch told me, and you know what? It's stuck with me ever since. These rules are
There you go.
implemented to deter cheating. That's what the rules are implemented for, to deter
So
cheating.
I remember people were saying people were bending catch boards or uploading the same
Ben Gate,
fish.
the Ben Gate. I'm not going to name names. But
Yeah.
Ben Gate. Yo, I know all about that one.
here we go.
I'm not going to name who it was.
So,
But
if you guys take a look at
Dude.
this is the lake. This is where Alex flipped. So if you can see,
Yeah, look at
Zoom
the
in more.
steep drop off. Damn.
that's right
Zoom
where
in
you
more.
go, dude. So
zoom
like that
zoom into
blue,
the right.
that blue is like 12. So that's 7 to 16 feet, I think, is the blue. Come on, phone. You can do it. Oh, there we go. So
I
like,
remember I hit the
Yeah,
water.
flip.
I was like, I lost everything.
so like
I lost
20
everything.
yards off the bank, you're in at this exact spot, like you're in like
30 feet.
30 feet, 35,
Yeah.
33, 38. It flows from like, and then it like another 10, 15 yards from that is 70.
Mm-hmm.
70.
So that there's a hump on the other side, that's where I fish.
Yeah.
But on the side, that water is 90 feet there in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
That's one of the deepest parts of that area.
You
That whole lake,
asshole.
Wolf Lake River, is 95 feet.
Yeah. That's the deepest. I think that's one of the deepest spots in the lake.
It is. Those slopes there are extremely steep. Even dude, it's a mountain.
Wait a minute.
It's a mountain range.
It's like the river channel.
Jermaine.
Exactly what it is. It's the main river.
Sorry.
Look. No, you're good. So this is the last bait that all that gray right there.
Yeah.
That's my those are my pants. That's fabric for my pants that I had to cut off.
Yeah. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
So
like
fucking dude, it was a crazy week. You got this guy.
I have a phone tether.
This
Everybody.
guy's trying to get fucking killed
It's
by
just
a bass boat.
It was stupid. I just threw it out.
This guy almost died to a bass boat. Jermaine dropping his phone in the water. Kyle throwing himself off the kayak, setting the hook on a fish from a bird's nest.
You know,
reeling
that's
in and frog swimming.
That's what makes Hudson Valley
fuck?
kayak bass fishing what it is.
Vengeful. I'll say that.
A bunch of
you wanna know what makes Hudson
dysfunctional
Valley what it is?
fuckers.
You want to know what makes Hudson Valley? It's one big family because you know what? Nico saw the post. He called someone. He called Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle called me. All of a sudden, it became a vicious circle of one quote, find this motherfucker.
Yep.
I pulled out contacts. I pulled out everything in the book. And guys, again, I want you to understand, everyone listening, Alex did not ask for any of this. This was not requested. It was not demanded. It was not anything. This is Hudson Valley as a whole coming together with all the angling community to make it right.
Was my plan was to get rod and reel every other month or every month and slowly get back into it. Basically starting from fresh.
Yeah.
So I was sorry. I just looked at my stuff. Colin texted me. Bill Short texted me. A couple of guys texted me. They're going to send you some stuff. So I didn't respond to anybody yet because I'm on stream. But Colin and Bill Short that I saw and a couple other guys are going to reach out. And they're going to send you some like 110s and a couple other stuff that they're going to take care of you with. Bill Short is from upstate. He's a New Yorker.
It's hard for me to like take stuff. If you know my background, which like not many people do, it's hard for me to take things.
So you open the can of worms. What's your background? You open that can of worms. Talk about it, unless you don't want it.
I come from a family of struggle. This was before like marriage and anything. We struggled a lot growing up. So I worked for everything I had. For somebody to give me something, or somebody to give me, I don't know, like $1, or like buy me something from a gas station. Like that was hard.
Lot. I hear you.
Yeah, like that was something like in my mind, whether I could afford it or not, it was like I felt like charity. And I'm not gonna lie, like these donations feel to me, and like I have to get over it, feel like charity. But I know it's coming from a good place, people with kind hearts, and
Love of the community, buddy.
yeah.
Taking care of one of our own.
This is my like this is my 3rd year actually like fishing. So
Fishing
this
as
is
a whole or
all
kayak fishing?
fishing as a whole. I started fishing. We went to what is that, Jellystone? Up by
Oh,
New Paltz, the campground.
I know nothing
Um
about it.
anyway, my wife's screaming, yeah. They have this like small little pond, and my daughter had
Sorry,
uh,
Nico. Nico, that comment. That's
yeah.
fucking awesome. Nico's my man.
I had a Barbie pole, like a Barbie spin cast, and yeah, see, like stuff like this, like it's
Dude, reading these comments is
it,
making me
yeah,
emotional. I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
amazing.
The gang's
Um,
up here, bro.
The
I
gang's here.
started off with a Barbie spin cast pole, like what are like 3 feet, with a hot dog and a hook at a campground, and I caught a bluegill. I think maybe I caught a bass, but like from there, no pun intended, I was hooked.
That's it.
I
That's
think
all it takes.
Dude,
after a
Alex, what
month,
about that night you and I met? We didn't even sleep. Remember Bantam?
fuck
Dude, me and
Bantam,
Oh
Alex,
my God.
fuck
Yeah.
dude, me and
Bantam. I
Jermaine showed,
hate Bantam.
dude,
I
dude.
hate Bantam. I will always say it, no matter what.
I
Fuck
love that
Bantam.
place. Forget the lake. Me and Alex got there. We slept. We
Yeah.
were supposed to sleep at the ramp. Me and Alex were up till 3:30 in the morning, drinking beer. Everyone else was going to bed. We were
I
just
tried to go to sleep.
chilling.
Y'all were still
You
chatting.
try, and then Jermaine gets back up, and then so and so got back up. Chris, whoever got back up, Ralph. So before we know
Nick.
it,
Yeah.
Nick is right. Nick is there. Before we know it, it's
The
4
truck
o'clock,
starts
four
rolling in
fifteen in the
and you
morning. The
gravel.
truck, we're about to launch in an hour. We're like, well, I guess we're not sleeping. We were up 24 hours
Yeah.
bullshitting. And I told you, I think when I told you, I'm like, dude, we're one big family.
Yep.
I literally said that prior to knowing, obviously, this is 2 years ago,
You
prior to knowing this
you
was going to
told me
happen.
where to fish, and I didn't fish it, and I skunked. I think all I caught was pike that day
I tried to help you.
I don't think
on
I
a
see that's
tube.
crazy because Bantam, I just don't catch anything. I've
Oh,
been to
dude,
Bantam
Bantam.
for
The only person in the club that likes Bantam
is
is
Rich.
Rich.
16
Yeah.
hours of fishing there and
No,
like one
Chris,
fish.
Chris broke his PB smallmouth there 2 years in a row with like a 19 or a 20 and then a 21. Ralph and I have caught numerous over 5, 6, 7 pounds there.
Damn.
I
I
mean,
lost an
are we
absolute
going
tank
later in the
that morning.
season this year?
Chris and Ralph saw it. I lost a 6 pounder.
But we're
Jumped
not.
off the dock there.
We're going later in the season this year to Bantam, right?
I
Yeah,
don't.
isn't it
I
like
made
fall?
I think it's like
we made the schedule and I don't even remember.
Like
And
the
we
end
made
of, hold on.
I don't remember.
Because I'm pretty sure that's the only reason why I'm trying to be like, okay, it's gonna be all right. Bantam's gonna be okay.
You know why I
But
like Bantam? It's got
I'm
rock. It's got a lot of grass. It's got
I
docks.
know that's what I
It's
was
got
saying. A
deep.
lot of grass.
It's got
And it was
shallow.
windy last year.
Yeah, so we're going. Yeah, we're
There's
going
so
August
much.
23rd.
There's so much diversity there, and it's like the perfect size kayak lake.
You know where I'm gonna be?
Next to
I'm
me.
gonna be. Yeah. Yep.
I'm just gonna follow it. I say that now, and then he takes off with his Newport.
That's fine. My legs work. I'll get there eventually.
I will be in the north corner of Bantam the entire day, not moving from a 150-yard area.
I remember I started right by the ramp with a fucking Berkeley
I caught an
Chapo.
18 off the ramp. I caught an 18 off that ramp. Actually, you know what's fun? You know we know where that long dock comes out where we launch?
Yeah.
There's a grass flat there. I've smashed them.
Yep.
Off that grass flat. Smashed them there. And then I went back the next day and they were gone.
I hate Bantam.
Bantam's the worst.
So
I think more than half of the field skunked.
Both times.
Guess what?
So,
Nika told me 3 lakes. One of the lakes is just like Bantam. It's a
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Bantam is the only lake that I've ever been like, yo, why do we fish here? It's the only lake I've ever texted.
Dude, but there's tanks. There's tanks in there.
Every other lake, they're like stomach it, and I'm like, okay, you just got to get better. Bantam, I'm like, why?
Monsters.
I'm like, no, why? But that's it.
Have you not seen the fish I pulled out of there?
I don't care.
I'm telling you,
monsters, dude.
I'm following Rich this year.
I'm
gonna fish.
I know what I need to do, and it's gonna be done by then. And then I think that it'll be a big change.
So this year, like I mean, before I lost everything, I've been trying to change everything up. Where I'm throwing swim baits, crank baits, jerk baits, all moving baits. Where I'm just trying to target like larger fish.
That's not me at all, I promise.
I'm trying to steer away from like that finesse fishing.
It's hard, dude. So
I hate finesse fishing.
This club made me finesse fish because my first 3 events, I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I got it. And then you get back to the boat ramp and you're like, Ralph, what were you throwing? Oh, 3.8 Kayak and a Ned rig. Okay. Kyle, what were you throwing? Shaky head.
Power shot.
And power shot and a shaky worm. Okay. Nico, what were you throwing? A jerk bait and a drop swim. Rich, what were you
throwing? Chatterbait, spinnerbait.
Top water. I'm like, top water all day. I caught 2 good ones on a chatterbait. I'm literally like, I throw a chatterbait.
You want to know the trick? Honestly, this is the truth. This is for every angler out there.
Oh, the juice.
Stop trying to fish what everybody else does.
Yep, and fish your shit.
Fish your shit. Fish your strengths. Go to the area that suits your strengths.
Yep.
That's the truth.
That's what I'm learning.
There's fish on every lake we go to. There's a fish in that spot you're fishing. I guarantee it.
Yep. It's just about getting them to bite. Like, honestly, okay, so like the one thing that like looking back on Lily, like the one thing that I think I should have done different, I don't know if it would have made the biggest difference in the world, but I just don't think anybody else was doing it.
Post Nico's comment real quick. The recent comment, please post.
No. So I think that
No, what about that?
Yeah, I know, I saw that. He told me that damn thing. I think that I should have put on, and this is just maybe just in my head, I think that maybe you should have put on a silent jerk bait because everybody else was throwing rabbit.
Oh.
I won't do that.
You said you did do that, or you wouldn't?
I wouldn't throw on a silent jerk, dude. One
of my best days ever came on a silent jerk bait.
From here on out, my jerk baits are getting thrown in my garage and never getting touched.
Listen, I have a plano box that they can sit in.
Nope.
They're putting in a plano box and going to my garage for the year
every single fall.
Nope.
I bring my jerk baits on every single trip.
I replace that with a 3.3-inch Kayak now for the rest of the year.
Those come too. Actually, I don't fish Kayaks.
You're crazy.
I need to fish more tattletales in general. Because I think
I make my own heads for the kayaks, my own swim bait heads, and they're fucking killer. Owner hooks, yummy.
yeah, I'm
You
gonna
know, I
I'm
used
actually making
the
I'm making
mayor.
spinner baits this year too.
I'm gonna use the Mayor, and I'm probably gonna use the X-Zone Slammer.
Slammers are good. The X1 slammers are really good.
Yeah.
One,
Look at that,
one.
supporting the club.
What? Oh, with the X-Zone?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the X-Zone. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got the club
No, the
discount.
X1's got good shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, dude. I'm pretty sure I got some. Yeah, like within reach. My crates right here. These are the best. The Ned Zones. This is just straight black, but these Ned Zones.
You know what? Actually, off topic, you know what I want to say? I want to give Alex's wife and family credit, a lot of credit, actually. Thinking about that, that this dude
What?
can still go fishing, and she's still like, yeah, you know what? Isolated. Dude, my
You
girlfriend would
know,
have rang my fucking nuts. So I give her the well,
That's
maybe I
hold
give
crazy.
on,
younger,
hold
but
on,
still,
hold
that's
on,
fucking
hold
cool.
on. I asked her, so you that saltwater trip. I told her we were gonna be in like 3 feet, 4 feet.
Oh nah, salt water. I ain't doing it.
Jermaine, you're fine where we go. I'm telling you.
Nope. I'm not fine with where you go. You want to know why? And I tell everyone this. And it's the same thing I tell everyone. On land, as a human, me personally, I am 99th percentile in size and weight. Right? I go in the ocean. I'm this big.
Listen, you're only gonna see 2 or 3 sharks break surface here. I'm telling you.
Baby.
Oh, you just messed everything up for me.
No. I'm gonna ruin it right here.
They're
They're
sand sharks. They're not great whites.
A baby shark is bigger than me, dude.
No, it's
Dude,
not. You're
you're
what are you, 6'5"?
A 7-foot shark is small.
Dude, I hooked into a 150-pound stingray last year and almost spooled me.
I want no
You worry
part.
about the shark?
I
Actually,
want
they're not
no
even
part of it.
stingrays. They're manta rays.
I want
They'll
no
swim right
part.
under your kayak. It's pretty fucking cool. They're huge,
I remember I had a
but they
school
don't
of
bother you.
stingrays swim right past my feet.
I've never seen that until last year.
Yes, we are affiliated with Douglas Rods. We actually, am I
We
allowed
get
to
40.
say what our discount is?
Yeah.
It's 40 and it dropped.
Okay.
Oh man.
Oh wow. Oh man. It used to be
10%.
so.
No, not for not. I'm appreciative of even
You
10%.
like those? Wait,
Yeah,
Alex, you like Douglas rods?
I want
Yeah.
to give you some Douglas.
Good, I'll get you a couple then.
Real northern fishing.
Because I actually know their sales rep personally.
Jeez.
Actually, and there's a guy that was just in the stream before who's on their staff.
Yeah. So I'm down. I mean, I want some. I need to get something. From
So I mean, I haven't told Rich this, but if I get more than what I feel necessary, if that makes sense, I plan on doing like a giveaway.
We'll
Give
raffle
back
it.
to the community. Yeah. So
Muskie and Lily that get as long as us.
Well, that's the point of why I need people to reach out to me so we don't get
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah,
if we're 3, 4, 5, a couple $100, $800 over by accident, great, cool. I don't care. Listen, I'm being honest. If we're 2, 3 grand, that's too much.
yeah, that's insane.
We're not
Yeah.
trying to do that.
I think everybody's getting the same thing. Like we don't want Alex to get 30 rods and 30 reels and be like, oh, what the hell am I going to do?
I mean, at that point, just donate a live scope.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Just send them the
But
live.
I don't want to have to deal with sending stuff back and paying return shipping. That's the point.
All right, so you know what we do? Let's just do this. Everybody just send Alex some bread. Alex, buy a boat. We'll go fishing all the time and we'll find them. And then you send me onto his boat and I'm going to RKO him out his boat and into the water out of nowhere.
He's not going back on Lily for
No.
a while.
All right, so Alex, so here's the truth. You take Jermaine out pre-fishing, and then when you're ready to win a tournament, I'll be your partner that day.
Damn.
Wow. That's all right. Now I'm
Nah,
gonna beat you.
Jermaine knows he's my boy.
It's all right. No. It's all right. I'm gonna beat Rich now. That's what you get.
I hope
One
you
day.
do, dude. I'm telling you. I
No,
hope
I'm
you do.
this year. I know what time it is. They'd say they took my strong lake off. It was some complications. It wasn't intentional, but they took my strong
What's
lake
your
off.
what's your
What
strong
lake
link?
was that?
Back. I was confident.
We didn't take that off.
I
They
was
shut
like,
it
They
down.
did?
they shut it down. They like I said, it was
Oh.
complications. I wasn't saying you guys personally, but it came off the
And
schedule.
actually, just so you know, I was working with the towns at Parks and Rec to get us back in there.
Yeah, I
Like
love it.
literally, I've been emailing them and
I d-
phone calls for weeks and months.
That is like one of the few lakes where I'm like, I went.
I
with
don't understand why they made it the way they made it.
Because it's
Karen.
owned by the town and they can do what they want. And listen,
No,
so where
like
I live,
I get that, but like, how long did you
So-
have that public launch?
this
Yeah.
is what's gonna sound. It's gonna sound bad. Jermaine can understand maybe because he was closer to me. So all my towns here and my parks are now private. I have Rockland Lake right behind my house, which is a state park. I'm talking
Yeah.
30-second
Oh
drive.
my God. Yeah, I know exactly. Where
So Rockland Lake gets fucking trashed
Yep.
by certain
Oh.
communities and certain religions. I mean, dude, it's fucking disgusting.
Bad.
With it.
It's
And
bad.
then now they were starting to go to our town parks,
Yeah.
which
Then they
manufacture town
keep up.
park,
Yep.
trashing them, which
So
is paid by the taxpayers
this
here.
is one
So
thing
now
I'll
they
say.
made them.
We live 35 minutes, not even 25 minutes from like the heart of the Bronx.
Yeah.
So when you get a bunch, sorry, not sorry, when you get a bunch of city rats who are like, oh, I'm just going up there
It's
for the
true.
weekend, they just literally just leave trash everywhere. And
They
like
don't care.
Destroy it,
at
dude.
the end of the day, they bring the city up here because that's what it is in the city. You don't clean up the block and
Dude,
stuff like that.
put it
There's
this way,
street sweepers and people
They're
actually doing the
blocking
clean up the
people's
street.
driveways
They're
on
not
side
here.
streets.
Yeah, it's
They're
crazy.
blocking everyone's driveway. They tow 40 to 60 cars in the PD here
Harriman's
by me
crazy. You
per
can't even
week.
drive up the main
Per
strip.
weekend.
Yeah.
Harriman, if
So
you're
I
not in
remember
Harriman
one
to finish
time.
by 8 a.m., you're not getting in the parking lot.
So I remember one time I made a mistake. I want to say I like got out of work early or something happened, and it was like 1 o'clock on a Saturday, and like I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go up to Harriman to fish. What? Like, why are you thinking about this so hard? Like, just go to Harriman. I get up to Harriman and I get to Lake Welsh, and I'm like, God dang, there's mad cars here. I get to where I'm gonna fish. I open my car door. This was like I think the year after COVID. Pop smoke so loud I thought I was on the block. Like straight up. Somebody had a speaker out in the middle of the lake, like on an island, dumping across I was like, this is not what I'm here for right now. Like I love all types of
I'm from the Bronx. I was born in the Bronx.
yeah,
So
I'm like, this is not what I'm here
we
for
get
right
it.
now, though. Like this is not what I want to do right this exact second. I'm here to like chill, like but
Nah, you can't. It's they destroy. So check this out.
City rats.
Harriman.
It's
Wait,
crazy.
Harriman has their own park rangers. They actually have their own rangers now hired to enforce fishing laws.
Yeah.
They're ticketing everybody without a
So
license.
you know it's a summons now, right?
Yeah.
They changed the law because it used to just be a ticket, and then people were just say
They have their own
pay the ticket.
park
Now
rangers
summons.
enforcing boating laws,
If you don't
fishing
summon
laws,
somebody.
everything now.
Yep.
They have their own
So-
DEC inside the park.
Yep.
So, in terms of like our club, because I know some other ones where you need your boating license to do tournament fishing.
All right, so let me touch on that. We've talked about this a couple months ago. We're not DEC, we're not DEP, we're not the police. Is your boating license and safety course required now in New York State? Yes. Are we anybody with authority to check that? No.
Yeah.
Now, if you get stopped and you get a ticket or a warning for not having it,
That's on you.
It's all personal, yeah.
put a 5.
Oh, Rich, you're getting a little choppy there, bud. Did we lose him?
Maybe.
He's frozen.
I don't know.
That was
I
weird.
got my boating
That was
license.
weird.
Oh, there
Can
we
you
go.
hear me?
Yep.
If we are notified that you got a ticket or a summons because you got caught without it, and we're notified about it, then you're DQ'd from the event. But we are not any authority to check that prior. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're better off
Same thing
getting
with a
it.
fishing license. Same thing with a fishing license.
Oh, there we
We're not
go.
gonna-
Yeah, see, Corwin said they're cracking down. Okay, that makes sense because up at Harriman, I see people do it all the time. They literally pull up, inflate a boat, and just get on the water.
Yo, tell Corin to shut up. He's in like fucking Antigua right now, chilling while we're sitting on stream in New York.
Oh my goodness! Don't
Oh,
talk-
he's in Costa Rica right now.
That's crazy. Enjoy. But yeah, there's people up at
Yeah.
Harriman that literally just throw anything. I saw these one kids, and I was like, "There's no way that boat is registered." And it was like literally like two young boys, two young girls. They went out to the middle of the lake, fired up a joint, and just started. And then they started giggling, and I'm like, "All right, guys. Like, I'm not mad at you, but damn, like,
Come on.
like like, come on, like,
Yeah.
oh,
So fishing licenses, right? It's required. We are nobody to check or enforce your fishing license. Now, if you get stopped or caught and get a ticket, you're a DQ.
yeah,
You're a DQ, but we can't check it prior because who the fuck am I to check your license?
yeah,
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
you know?
you're man.
But how unless you actually see it or an angler reports it, how are you gonna know if I get a ticket?
Because we're friends with DEC and DEP, and they know our club exists and they have our
Yeah.
contacts. Have
Okay.
you not learned from your recent experience of who we know?
Yeah.
They're gonna ask you who you're with, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, come on, dude, are you really with them?" And you're gonna be a jackass, like,
And
Yeah.
I'll get a phone call 10 minutes later. It's not worth it. Get your license, get your motor registration, get your boater safety course. Again,
It's easy.
listen, I'm guilty of it. I don't know. I have my kayak registered. I forgot to put my numbers on it on my new boat, which is 3 weeks old. My bad. But is it registered? Yes, I have the DMV sticker. I didn't put the physical stickers on my boat yet. I forgot.
yeah, you only need that. See, you guys, I don't need that. It's only motored. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's only motored vessels. You guys need
Yes, motorized vessels. Yeah, well, I'm motored.
it ain't motored. I'm man.
But a lot of other states require it now too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
Alabama
you got to think
requires
about.
it regardless because I had to take it. I think I took it. Yeah, I took it on the ride down to Alabama.
Yeah, but if you take it there, it carries over to here.
I think honestly, I think it's just it's like most of them I think are just click through courses.
Yeah.
You
I
want to know what
mean,
it is?
that's
It's
what
a
I did for New
bullshit
York.
money scam, is what it is.
Yes, it's a money scam and it's a quick disclaimer because then, God forbid, something happens to your stupid ass, they could say, "Oh, well, he took the boater safety class. We told him.
Look at
Mhm.
Connecticut. Look
We
at
told him.
Connecticut.
We told
Connecticut, you need every boat needs an AIS sticker, aquatic invasive species. You got to pay $20 to say you read the disclaimer to put a sticker on your boat that you won't put zebra mussels in
Yeah,
another
that's-
lake.
You know what pisses
Fucking
me off
stupid.
about Connecticut? You can't just buy a day license. You have to buy a 3-day license to fish in Connecticut.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I think I've always bought the year.
I bought the year, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
every
it's $50.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I learned that.
because you know what
But-
the way I looked at it was, so my favorite lake to bank fish is a 30-minute drive, and then it's a 30-minute walk back to the lake. Candlewood from that south, what is that? The south boat ramp. If I walk out,
Latins.
yeah,
Yeah.
Latins Cove. If I leave my house right now, I can get to Latins Cove in 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, I could be there in about 50 minutes.
So it's like
I could be
I
there
was.
in
I
an hour.
got to a point
Maybe
where
45.
do I go get on my kayak and just drive an hour, or do I go drive half an hour, walk 35 minutes back to a lake, and then I got to turn around and then do it again. So I was like, you know what? So for like that at that point last year, I was just like, you know what?
Yeah, Jermaine, what about we went to fucking Rio? Me, you, Matt, Corin. We were fucking at the fire. Remember that at Rio? The first
Oh my
event you ever did?
That was one of my
Yeah.
first, I think.
I had a ticket
Yeah,
at Rio.
Did you?
Yeah, I was fishing like March whatever, and like
Jermaine
you
was
can't
passed out
fish.
in the truck. I had to wake him up. That fucking Jack Honey he was drinking.
Oh, I heard that story.
No, I was good. I drank heavy one time the first night, and I was
Dude, he was.
doing this again. I was fine. I wasn't throwing up or nothing. That wasn't me throwing up, but I was banged
No,
up.
he didn't. No, he didn't throw up or nothing. He was banged up and just getting up
I
to go
was
fishing
banged up
2
in the
hours
heart.
later.
Like, yeah, I'm not doing this again.
When's this barbecue? This rescheduled barbecue.
Don't do 3 lakes because I'm not going to be there. I might not be there. Actually, no, I might be there.
Time out. Jermaine. He's setting you up.
However,
Time out. Alex is setting you up with that question, by the way.
yeah.
How about Jermaine? How about you ask Alex when the barbecue is?
When is the barbecue?
Because I got a text message yesterday about this from him and
like
his wife. So
it was like
why
2
don't you
days
explain,
ago.
Alex? This is
My-
wait. So this is not posted yet. Nobody knows about this. This is the first time info.
This is exclusive information.
I think I know where this is going.
So my wife and I want to hold like a thank you barbecue to the club. Family, friends, anybody.
Hell yeah.
Girlfriends, wives, right?
Yeah.
Kids.
June. Oh no. Yeah, June 13th. It's a Friday. I know, like people work, but it's probably gonna be like on the 5th, at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock to whenever you want to stay. Fine. We have couches. We have airbags. We have tents. But we want to host a barbecue. Club approved.
I think Jermaine's streamers are invited too. His
no
stream boys.
Everybody pull up. It's okay. We have a pool. We have a playground. Kids.
Pull up. He fishes Roundout Creek almost every weekend.
Yeah, Mike Bradley. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But yeah. We just want a thank you to the club.
Okay, I'll be there.
Oh, for the record, me, Ralph, the board were like, all right, what can we bring? We're gonna bring stuff. We're gonna help you out. No, you're not. Yes, we are, dude. What do you need from us? And his wife goes, you want to help? Shut the fuck up. No, I'm like, okay, I know my place. I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm gonna sit here and just show up.
That was word for word. I was on the phone with Rich, and he goes, "Listen, there's somebody on the board that feels like we should help." I was like, I'm not sure. So he goes,
Ask your wife.
Ask your wife.
His true colors.
All right. I asked. you got to make them Corona Lights. I think one person in this club drinks Corona Lights.
Ooh. Lights.
Anyway,
I
asked my wife on speaker. I'm like, listen, the guys don't want they want to help. She's like, they can show the fuck up and that's it.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I know my
yes,
place.
man.
Rich goes, I'm not arguing. I know my place. I'm staying out of this. I'll let said guy
I'll be
know.
There. I will be there, yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Oh,
Vacations,
shit.
I tell her where, when, I'll show up.
That's it.
But, yep. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. On that note, fellas, I do have to run.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting to 2 hours. I'll end it up here.
But
alrighty.
One thing I want to leave, and you guys want to donate again, please reach out to me. Please, so we don't double, triple, quadruple up on stuff. We appreciate everybody. All the community help, bass boats, boats, you guys, plastic, whatever you want to call it, anglers across the board, every club in the tri-state, Bass Nation, Bass Masters, Kayak, Bass Boat, New York, Jersey, Connecticut, and Alex, we're glad you're home safe with your kids, your family.
Yeah. That's the most important part, dude.
I apologize for them, even though I don't know them. I apologize if it happened to you. We know, but we don't know. Anyway, and we're very thankful that your wife understands also, and your family understands that you can still continue to do something you love.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
I just want to say thank you to the club, Jermaine, letting me tell my story.
Of course, dude.
And if we catch this guy, I just hope, or if we don't, I just hope he gets what's coming for him.
He gonna get his.
Yeah, one day.
Tell you what, we won't prosecute. We'll just let Jermaine 3 minutes with him in the bedroom.
That's it.
No comments.
Bedroom, boat ramp, boat, whatever fucking cell.
Middle of the street.
Jermaine, 3 minutes with him alone. Middle of the street. I don't care where the park on the street. I don't care where it is.
3 stings. I'm good. I just need 3 stings.
I just want to watch Jermaine fuck somebody up. I want to watch that shit.
You ain't good enough. Right.
Jermaine's
All right,
fucking
y'all.
hands 3 times the size of mine.
Let's get on up out of here and keep this a little PG, you know. But
Yeah.
I appreciate both of you fellas. Thanks for always hanging out. Fishing Maniacs, thanks for hanging out and letting us do what we do. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yes, sir.
Deuces. Everybody have a good night.
All right. Take care.
Peace.